It's okay. I didn't play my background audio either. Hello, welcome in. Oh, what a disaster. Hello. Thank you, Boof. All right. Well, I've just opened this basically into Live 2D. So what you're seeing here, we're starting from basically ground zero where I've already found my own mistakes. And need to go back to Clip Paint to split some stuff real quick. Basically I have all these parts here. You can see stuff like this highlight, and there's like this highlight here. Maybe I should play my music. Stuff like this needs to be clipped. What I do need to do is cut these though, because I went and I cut almost everything in half, because what you're dealing with is a lot of mirrored parts. Usually you'll cut each side of those, like the shoulders here, like the wings here, because it's easier to manipulate. And generally I do that with the eyes too. Somehow that didn't entirely go as planned. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. I got a couple new people in the chat. Let me get myself together before we really start here, because this stream was a little bit spontaneous. So I don't have everything together. Well, I'm glad you come by. Let me see here. Just get that going in the background. And then let me open the PSD. This will be fun because then you can see all of the parts. That's a whole mess. Oh, the one thing I did do before stream is clip the teeth to the inside of the mouth. Because it's kind of a disaster to look at. Well, hey, it sounds like my timing was impeccable, huh? Yeah, so you can see all of these parts. It's a ridiculous amount of stuff I put together. But what I need to do... These are called eye whites only because that's, I guess, what they are. These are not white, but they are eye whites. So we'll split that into a left and right part. Sorry for hitting my mic. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there are better names for it. But now these are split to left and right. Gonna do the same thing with the pupil. The outline. And I may modify the eye outline in a little while. I'll have to see how it rigs up, how I've made it. Well, it's okay, good, because I'm not necessarily that smart. We have to have someone smart in chat. Neon! Hello! How are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. There we go. Hit the replace button and pray. Okay, excellent. And then, if I'm not wrong, did it work properly? Yes, we are properly split. Hello! Oh my goodness, there are a lot of people in here today! Hi guys! I appreciate you coming! Twitch text faces are the worst. So before I go in and oh, I didn't even switch my window capture. I am so sorry, guys. I am not in it, apparently. Da, da, da. Where is Live 2D? Okay. So we've got everything split up now. So the pupil, it doesn't look like it there, but they are separated now. And that's all I needed. So before I end up clipping everything, I want to just contain it. So what I'm gonna do is start making deformers. You can't really make folders in this side of the screen. You've got over on this side of the screen. Well, I appreciate it. I am happy to see y'all. Over on this side of the screen, you got two big windows here. You got this guy up top, and you got this guy down below. And they don't look that different on a first glance. But basically, this is all of the layers and how they are organized. Thank you for the follow! So sweet, y'all. It doesn't have a dang thing to do with their organization. Down here is where all of the movement happens. So it's not really easy to sort of move things up and down. You can't just click and drag, but you can drag them into deformers. However they're separated, or however they're put into folders or deformers down here, does not affect how they are organized as layers up here. Oh, Live 2D already hates me. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Do a quick save because it wants to kill me today. This is what I get for doing a unplanned stream. I am glad. I am such a huge fan of this design. I think I've said it before. But I am such a huge fan of this design. So I'm gonna put all the wings together. All sections of the wing. I got so excited. I was like, you mean there are multiple sets of arms? And then we're going to do the wings on this side. Overlaying this highlight's gonna be really interesting in a minute. I may leave overlaying the highlighting to actually a little later. I'm not sure. I have to decide how I'm gonna do the highlighting first. Okay. And so I'm going to set this as arm L1. And I think that's just an arm and a hand on this one. And on this one, arm R1. It's easier to go back and clip everything when I know where it is, really. So this is kind of all technical, not fun stuff to watch for a minute, but that's just how it would be. How's everyone's day going? That's a better conversation topic. Get our right eye here. Our mouth. I didn't misspell mouth, don't worry about it. And that's part of the mouth. I'm going to put the chin in this muzzle folder, and then I'm going to embed the mouth folder into the muzzle folder. Lens, no! I hope you're okay. Oh, that's good. I like a good rainy day. Going to put the gem in its own folder. And then I'm going to put the cheeks in what I call the face folder. And I'm going to put all of the applicable stuff in that. So like the eyes, the muzzle, everything on the head basically. And then these three. Oh, congratulations! Lens, I hope you feel better soon. That sucks. I've wanted to play Skyrim, like, actually. I've only played like 10 minutes of it in my entire life. But my twin really likes it, so I don't know why I haven't actually played it yet. Putting the neck in its own folder. Embedding this guy here. This is the shoulders, so it technically goes in the first set of arms. I didn't name that folder, or that file, and I'm not really sure why. It wasn't the smartest move of mine. There we go. Get a body folder. I've been seeing a lot of Shadowbringers on my timeline, and it's not even just you. Like, a lot of people are talking about that. You know, it seems, Skyrim seems so moddable, but I haven't watched many mods. I watched that one guy that did that really popular video of like, infinite cheese wheels or something that just kind of like fell out of the sky, but it was pretty funny. The Thomas the Tank Engine mod, I do know that one actually. Okay. Arm L2. Wait. I've heard a lot of Shadowbringers. I don't know the difference. Isn't that all Final Fantasy? I don't know Final Fantasy. Yeah, I believe it. It does seem like that guy in the corner. Hold on. I'm keeping the gem highlight out right now because I think it's for both sides and I will have to mess with it. Where is the third finger? Is that it? Yes. Okay. Are we advertising Final Fantasy in my chat? Okay. And then we're going to do the legs. I think this second layer of arms here makes up most of my assets. It's ridiculous. There's a lot that went into this. Because I probably go a little crazier than I need to for this stuff. So I might not even use all of this, but I might as well have everything separated either way. Alright, now, first thing I'm gonna do is get the eyes working properly, now that everything's organized. So I'm gonna take this, I'm going to clip the pupil like this, so. Excellent. Do the same thing on the other side. Perfect. And then we're gonna go over to the gem. We're gonna clip the highlighting to the gem. This way, hold on. I have to put these in properly. Excellent. This way, if I move the gem, that highlight is going to stay in the same place, and that's gonna be really nice later. And then this wing highlight is going to be a little bit tricky. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. I think I'm gonna have to make a copy of this for each wing. Because I think I want this fixed in the same place too. So we're gonna clip each copy to a different set of wings. We're only dealing with the left side right now. Excellent. Take that again. Actually, I might not put these in the wing folder at all. I think I'll keep them outside of that folder. But I will put it in the wing folder here just to keep organized for a minute. I don't know how y'all do that. Oh, hold on. I put these in the wrong folder. That's so much time. I mean, I guess that's probably my Genshin Impact time, honestly. I've spent so much time in Genshin Impact. Genshin doesn't ever end. I haven't been able to play as consistently, but every time I get on, it's like, why is there so much new content? How am I ever going to get through this? There we go. Take these out of the folder. So same difference, if I move the folder, the highlight doesn't move. And now that we are relatively organized, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a folder because it bothers me seeing them. A lot of these deformers will end up probably being used for something, but they're also just organization right now. Oh, I do have one more thing. I have the highlight down here. Same deal. Let's see, I'm looking for the gem here. And the gem here. Excellent. Okay. Now, I don't think the wing highlights have the filter I want over them. I have to put them on add. There we go. And I may do some kind of messing around with it, but this is more or less what it'll look like. So, now we get onto the fun part, moving it. The first thing I worry about is angle X and angle Y. That is the directions of the face moving. If I hit this, there are these, you can see what I did here. You've got these little symbols here. You put them together, it links them. So that I don't have to move X and Y separately, I can move them both at the same time. I know, this is the part y'all are here for. Now this is gonna look odd for a minute, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The process here always looks super wonky. When you start moving things, it's awful. So I'm just going to decide how far I want it to move. And then once I hit this, there's like a little drop down that I hit. I'm doing it. I want to explain it as I'm doing it, but then I keep doing it already. If you hit synthesize corners, and you can't see the pop-up that shows up, but you hit OK on it, it will do literally what it's saying it'll do. It'll make it a lot smoother. It'll work the corners out for you so you don't have to. Yeah, it's great. When my siblings see me rigging, they're like, what the hell are you doing? Because you'll be sitting here, they'll sit here and watch like the thing move its head and its eyes are all wonky and it never looks right until like you've got a lot of stuff worked out. Next thing I move is the muzzle here. And I'm not terribly worried about kind of the gap down here because I will fix that later. Or here for that matter. This may be too much movement, but we will see. Yeah, I think that's too much for sure. Take the eyes, start moving them in the right direction. And this is where it looks really great. Yeah, so about that Breath of the Wild, have we gotten any news on that? Because I really want to play it. Graphic design is my passion looking. It sounds great. I hope it comes out ever. What is the neck? Don't know her? I'm going to use that as a placeholder. I always tweak the size a little bit here. Not enough, but kind of subtly. It makes it seem a lot more three-dimensional. Which is super nice. Yeah, necks are pointless, really. I really just want a little bit of Breath of the Wild news as a treat, please. I know a bunch of people who are real excited for Elden Ring. I don't know that I have a lot I'm looking forward to at this moment. Not that far movement. That's all you need. Can you pet the dog? Oh, Legends Arceus. Yeah. No, I am excited for that one, actually. I was one of the few people excited for Diamond and Pearl, too. I don't have it. I haven't played it. I don't know if it's any good, but... 20 days? That's not bad. This is great. I like it. It was really weird to see a lot of complaints about it because you got a lot of complaints about other games that they weren't faithful enough. And I feel like they converted it really nicely and that they didn't change a whole lot of it from what I've seen. I'm gonna move these a little bit. Really? That's unfortunate. They patched in the intro sequence? I'm so excited about the underground. Well, that's not fair. Why'd they take out Distortion World? Okay, I can't focus until I get the face worked out. We're gonna heavy deformation this. Just for funsies, just to kill my computer a little bit. Really because I just want control over this when I'm doing it. Maybe I'll hit a deformer. See what that does for me. Don't mind me, just figuring out what I'm doing. Turning the weight painter small is what I'm doing. There we go. With some precision, at least. Did that work like I wanted it to? I can't tell that well when I can hardly see over the polygons. Wait, how did people already get that? Pokemon, I will play any Pokemon game they release. I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm not one of those people. But I do think that if they slowed down, they really could pull out something extraordinary. And they just aren't. we go. Okay. That's a little more tolerable. I want to move that side a little bit more though. I am just pushing the highlighting on the face. That's all I'm trying to do right now. It'll make it look a lot smoother when I do that. Yeah, all I'm doing is fixing the face highlighting right now. Because I don't want it looking like that. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't seem that big until you realize it later. Until later you're like, hold on, wait a minute. It's kind of... I think about Unpacking a lot. I don't know if you've seen that game, but it's got ridiculous sound design because if you don't pay attention... Like, you don't pay attention to it, but if this object doesn't sound right, you will notice. And it's kind of like that for this. Like, there are a lot of small details that I have to keep in mind, because if they aren't right, then people will notice. How did that get dragged down so far? Why? Did I do that? I guess so. They're bad at storing stuff? That I don't even want to hear about. That causes me so much anxiety. There we go. I'm just gonna do that. Not that. Why did I do that? Hold on. Okay. And then I need to move the highlights down here a little bit. Man, Pokemon games could be so great. Okay, this will be a placeholder for now. And I say this, I will still play them regardless. I am still stuck here. I always will be, but they could be so much better. Not the hey girly! I thought about doing that, or not a VTuber model, but just like in general doing an animation meme with Live 2D because you could get all the cool physics. I could just do this though, and it would be perfectly acceptable for an animation meme. And then the next thing I'm going to do is reconnect the face, because that's nightmarish to look at. It's true! Me too! That's exactly how I feel. I can complain all I want, but I'll still be playing them. I think the gem moved around too much. I think that needs to not be in there. Okay. And I don't like this here. I remember hadn't they remade like the first like Pokemon Red Mystery Dungeon or whatever? Because I played the original as a kid all of the time. And I remember getting really excited about it, but I didn't end up playing it, I don't think. So I don't know how it was. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't decide how I felt about, but I mean, I liked the art style, but I wasn't sure how I felt about it being Red Rescue Team, because Red Rescue Team was just so nostalgic for me, I guess. But I don't know that I heard a lot of people talking about it and whether it was good or not. I do remember being like, that's interesting, but I don't remember being terribly a huge fan of it in the context that it is Red Rescue Team. Did they do Absol justice? Because that's what I need to know. I think I played a little bit of Explorers of Darkness. I don't think I played all that much, though. trying to see how this works. Stuff like this that's very dimensional always takes me a little bit of troubleshooting. And I will go back and move each horn individually. I was always the kid that wanted to be really edgy and decided her favorite character was Absol. Now, I'm gonna mess with the mouth just a little bit. And it's starting to shape up. Still more or less a draft, but it's starting to shape up. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Moving this side just a little bit more to the side. And then we weight paint the heck out of this guy. So that we can get them highlights looking nice. I wish I knew how to use game emulators and stuff, because I would totally play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Those were like my games. Furfur is good. I didn't hit that how I wanted to hit that. See, I don't even have the first clue about emulation. Like, I have no idea any of the programs or what they are. Like, that's totally out of the realm of my knowledge. I was that one kid that was like, I'm not gonna emulate, I'm too good for that. Now I'm a streamer. It was made in Unity? Huh. There we go. Make sure these are a little more impenetrable. Now we're talking. Bye! Thank you so much for coming by! That's so wild. I hope we get some really cool new games then, huh? I'm just kind of fine-tuning things. Still not where I'd consider it close to a final project as far as the face goes. But I am getting somewhere I'm happier with. Thank you, I'm so glad you're liking it. Now there are two things that I always resize, or that I always size incorrectly, and then I have to fix up later. And those are neck and ears. And this is not technically ears, I don't think. But same concept. I always end up moving the face too much, and then you get gaps like that. So I may end up stretching some of the assets. Happens in all of my models ever. I never actually know how much overlap I need. There we go. So I'm gonna move this guy this direction. Might even see about taking my weight painter at a bigger size though. Yeah, that might be what I'm looking for. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Excellent. Give it some more dimension. And then we'll do it with the other couple of these. Awesome! This is what I'm talking about. Blade, are you okay? Blade, are you alright? I'm so happy you commissioned me. I've had so much fun, and I am so grateful for your patience. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about seeing this really come to life, because it's just, it's a design that makes me happy to work on. I just really like it. Please, no. Yes. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. I will have to work a little to move it up and down a little more, I think, because this sits kind of at this point a little more than I would like. I think if I just... Yes! There we go! We're making progress. I would be happy to do more expressions for years. Hit me up with a DM. At any point we can discuss pricing. It probably won't be that expensive. Well, hopefully the rigging process won't be taking me too long. I need to actually... Ah! Okay. So I cannot hit the deformer on that quite yet. There we go. See, problem resolved on that end. Hit it with the... Problem resolved. Just kind of preview it here a little bit. Cold gravy has to be one of the worst things. That sounds so bad. And then we'll take our neck, standard deform it, stretch it out just a little bit, and then move it accordingly. Neck gone. No more neck. You know, there's a VTuber, I think Prism Project VTuber, that just flat out doesn't have a neck. And it's really fun. It's like, can take its head off. She can take her head off all she wants. I am so glad. There's nothing I enjoy more than doing this where I can see the stuff I've been working on move. See, isn't that better now that we have a neck? Alright. Save that because Live 2D is acting kind of suspicious today. It may not be my friend, I'm afraid. I think what I'm gonna hit next is the eyeballs. Blinking I will probably do later. But I do want to get that there. No, you know what? Before I do that, I want to hit the Z so that we can really see the full range of head motion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new type of deformer, not that one. This guy here, that's a rotation deformer. Because not only can we move our head side to side, but we can tilt it. So I need to include that too. It shouldn't be too hard. I keep everyone's models on hand in the case that they need anything changed. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Not hard at all. You just let me know what you need, and we can work it out. I think that may be too far an angle. There we go, something like so. And then we have to fix the neck again to match. And let's take a look. And I will end up having to fix more of the neck because now that it's, yeah. Now that it's moving on two separate deformers, it's gonna mess up even more. But outside of that, I think it's not looking too bad so far. So the next part to really loosen up this face stuff is I'm going to do the pupils. Which I've connected the eyes X and Y. And you let me know, since the eye shape of yours is kind of different, I'm just doing what I figure will look best, but if there is a specific way you want me to move the pupils, you let me know. So we're gonna start with that. Nope, that's the corner. I don't want to mess with the corner. I think I moved IL too far on the other side, but that's fine. We'll correct that in a little while. I couldn't see what this is gonna look like beforehand. Blade, no! Blade! Why are you out here watching my stream in the middle of a timed minigame? I'm gonna probably end up modifying that. Alright. And I'm always gonna come back and correct the corners here. Corners, the system they do for corners is great and sometimes does a good job. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. There we go. So in a basic sense, this is kind of what we're looking at. More or less. I'll end up modifying things. I am probably gonna have to end stream relatively soon. I don't know if I'll be able to stream this model again, we'll see, but I'll probably end up doing a lot of stuff off stream too. I am, however, going to do some more stuff before I go. I'm going to move the body, which I am going to attach... I'm gonna attach the arms into the body deformer. Where? Okay, the wings are up there. Okay. Because when you're looking at VTuber models, they're not full body tracked. They're just tracked by face. So you could just do this if you really wanted, but that looks kind of wacky. It doesn't feel natural. So you end up kind of moving the body more or less with the face too. Oh. Why am I putting it on that deformer? It is not moving with the eyes. Maybe I don't want to put the arms in here. Maybe I don't want to do that. I think I just want to move them separate. There we go. I might... Let me see here. Let me see what it's like moving just this guy. Okay, it might work. Man, I really appreciate you. You've been awesome to work with. we go. Don't mind what's going on here. The neck bleeds down here a little bit, and again, it will be corrected. We're looking at arm L1, I think, right here. I almost think I want to split the forearm in the back of the arm, actually. I almost wonder if I want to connect the forearms on both of them, but I'm not sure on that yet. We'll see. But yeah, I think I definitely want to move the back of the arm separately. Oh no, I am happy. I'm happy to do changes as needed, and you've been nothing but super sweet. You've been a pleasure to work with so far. I'm gonna move this out a little bit, because once again there was some overlap. But I forgot I'm connecting the shading here, so I actually need to be more specific. Just move like these out here. And then get this guy here. Oh, I've still got you moving the whole arm. Let's not do that. I don't know. This playlist is like my Twitch stream playlist. I don't know how this song doesn't get me copyright struck, but whatever, I guess. Okay, I think I moved it out too far in this one. Let's see here. Hold on just a second. Okay, here I am. Sorry. Was talking to my brother. And I was gonna do this, like, not this soon, but I'm too excited about it, so we're moving the wings next. Isn't it? I got into doing live 2D stuff, God, a little over a year ago, I think. And it's one of those things that I was so intrigued by when I started, because I was like, it doesn't make any sense how it works. It just swiveling all these images around until in making it look fake 3D didn't make any sense to me at all. But doing it was just so fulfilling. I think I'm going to actually move the neck a little bit with the body rather than just swiveling it at its base. Move it with the body a little bit. Where is this at? Hold on. Where did I put the... Oh, I didn't move this separately. Okay. I was like, why is this not moving with it? But yeah, it's amazing. Just the process of making this work. It's one of the most fascinating things. And the more really good Live 2D stuff you see, just the more interesting it is. I saw someone fake a 3D gun. Like, it looked like a 3D model of a gun. It didn't look 2D. Mm-hmm. Maybe what I'll do is move the neck on a deformer so I don't have to sync these up. Go back and do this the easy way. Yeah, it was bizarre. And there is one of my favorite models, or model rigging, I should say, to date, was one I saw a month or two ago, maybe, where they got the character's face to move completely sideways. I'm still not really entirely certain how, because the line work was beautiful and everything. It looked so smooth and natural, and it doesn't make any sense. I'd love to learn to do stuff like that sometime. My favorite thing I've ever done is on a model I didn't use for very long because I just wasn't a fan of it in terms of the appearance of it. Was the first full body Icy model I did, which had wings that would fold in and out. And I didn't do it on this one because it was a lot of work to put together, and I don't think I would ever use that feature. But it was wild to kind of go through. There we go. Set this to standard. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Yeah, it was super cool. Still really like it in concept. The art itself was not ideal, so I just didn't end up using it. It wasn't my best work in terms of that. But boy, was it cool looking. We're gonna add a little... not that much. A little bit of a curve here, though. This is not my day. This is not working for me. Sorry if my mic's picking up children screaming. My brother's playing with them. I promise they're not in any trouble. They're just loud, small kids. They're just having a great time, I guess. I have a lot of siblings. Let's see if this does what I want it to. I think down here it's a little too much. Move that back up just a little bit. But otherwise it works. If it'll synthesize corners for me anyhow. Up here is too much too. I'm gonna have to rework that. I'll come back to that probably at a later time. Right now, let's get the forearms figured out. I do think I'm going to disconnect the forearms folder from the, like, individual arm folders. I'm going to mark them by arm so I know which one has fingers that I might move later. One of these hands is like 6 to 8 parts. One of these hands is like 2 parts. Wow, it put it all the way down there. Great. Okay, drag this to the bottom, I guess? Is that because I took it out of... I don't know what I did. I don't know why it wants to be at the bottom, but it's fine. There we go. Oh, my playlist has ended. We're going to restart it. Thank you. It is something on YouTube. Best Kawaii Future Bass Mix. I just, you know, it's what I can find. On YouTube, I have a whole, like, playlist of a bunch of songs I know and love. But I don't know how Twitch's copyright compares to YouTube, and I honestly don't want to test it. So I just play whatever copyright-free playlists I enjoy. I think I'm moving that up too far. But just a little bit. Yeah, it's like, in YouTube I'm in familiar territory, but in Twitch I am not. I know what'll get me killed on YouTube. That's better. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I think I'm gonna fix this angle later. I think I want to move the muzzle a little more to the side. Modify the face shape just a little bit. And then let's get this guy here. Actually, I don't know. We may want to extend it out. And then in here? Yes. Yes! That is what we want to do. I saw a really cool trick for just arms in general that I'm really excited to try with this one. I'm putting physics on the arms as they move, so they just swing a little bit. And I think that'll be fun to play with here. Did I not synthesize this wing? This wing's moving weird. Yeah, I didn't, clearly. Yeah, it just, it adds just a little bit more movement. Not like a ragdoll swinging around, but like, just a little bit. I don't know how to describe it. It just makes it look more natural. And I never even thought about it until this person was like, showing it in a live stream, and I was like, oh wow. It's the same person who did the model that head could turn whole 90 degrees. Which I don't know how that tracks. I don't think tracking software works 90 degrees. Perhaps. I almost think it was maybe just for, like, animations. Which is something I've dabbled in, but not a lot of people really need unless you have, like, a, you know, pretty unique character. And I can do animations. But that's how I did, like, wing stretching. Just this little wing stretching animation I could put in at any point. Because, yeah, I can't imagine you would use it for actual face tracking. I am just playing with stuff now. And that is not what I want to play with. I do want to move the neck more, but I think I'll have to figure out how I want to do it in a different way. I may just raise it up a little bit. That's better. And I will add a little bit of Z movement on the body, just a little bit of a body tilt. But I'm gonna wait until I get most of the stuff down before I do that, I think. So I am going to probably go ahead and call it a day with this, I think. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to live stream this or not. I really want to power through it, and I don't know what kind of time I have. The next live stream I promise, will be webbed. I've been kind of hesitant to do some, you know, playing video games while I've got my commission queue is actually not bad considering, but I do have a lot of other artwork that I really need to do. I am so glad you've had fun. You have a great day, all right? Yeah, I'll see you guys. I want to stream webbed tomorrow, but I don't know how it'll end up. So I'll see you when I see you. Bye!